Blair.
Hey Kylie.
How are you today?
I'm good. It's been a really long week. I'm ready for fall break coming up so soon.
Yeah, what are your plans?
As of right now, I plan on going home. I'm going to spend Friday with my mom because it's her birthday, so I'll be able to do a little bit of celebrating for that. And then Saturday, I plan on job shadowing all day at Mercy in the city.
Job shadowing. Okay, Mercy, that's a hospital, so what are you planning on doing?
Right now, I'm planning on going into nursing, and I actually just applied for UCO's nursing program.
Wow.
So I'm either planning on specializing in trauma or labor and delivery. I like to function under like high intensity stuff, so I'm hoping like that's the right path for me.
What led you to decide you wanted to go into nursing?
There wasn't actually like a specific moment, but like I haven't really known what I want to do for a long time. And during high school, I started on a lot of hospital boards, like around there's a Mercy branch in Kingfisher. So I started on a lot of the little boards that they offered like for high school, for high school students. And they had a nurse come in and talk, and like in the back of my mind, I was like, I would be a great nurse, like leadership, and like there's just so many, there's always places you can grow in nursing. So it's not like you hit an end cap and you can't go any higher. And if you do, there's still more positions in the medical field that you can like go back to school and try to obtain, you know?
Right. That's cool. Okay, so you said that you had already applied with UCO. What does that process entail? What do you have to wait for?
It's really weird. You have to actually apply for a UCO, like the school first, and then get accepted to UCO, and then you have to apply for UCO's nursing program. And there's a special test you have to take, the TEAS test, I'm pretty sure is what it's called, but I just slipped my mind. You apply for that, and it's been compared to like the ACT is how it was. So I applied for that, and then I don't actually have to take the TEAS test with the UCO though. So if I don't get into UCO, then I'll take my backup option, which is OU, and there's other smaller nursing schools in Oklahoma. But
what makes you want to go to UCO over OU?
Specifically, UCO has a better nursing program, and I didn't know that until recently. I figured, OU medical, like it'd be a better option, but I guess the UCO's program is a lot better. And they have different programs, like they have a short track program, which is like they cram it all into 1 year, and normally it's a 2-year program. So they actually offer you more options as far as getting educated.
Okay, tell me about the transition from OSU to UCO. You're gonna have to leave your friends and things like that. Tell me about that.
I'm very nervous about it because I don't know anyone who's going to be in Edmond. So right now my plan, I have another friend who's going to nursing school, and we're both applying to UCO. But if either of us don't get in, OU's nursing program is very close in the city. We're actually planning on staying in Stillwater because if we live at home, it's an hour from home and it's an hour from here. And I mean, I'm not ready to like leave college yet, so that was kind of like what was holding me back. But I think we're gonna get a place here in Stillwater because rent-wise, that we've been comparing, like apartments in Stillwater are much cheaper than they are in Edmond and Oklahoma City. So financially, it would be just as smart to stay here.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So, okay, if you don't get into UCO like you're planning, you mentioned going to OU. Now, say that they both don't work out. Do you have a backup plan for that? Is there anywhere else you're considering?
I don't know, like specifically, no. I know I want to stay here in Oklahoma, but if that doesn't work, I could go out of state. But it's like the same issue of not wanting to leave Stillwater, and it'd be really like heartbreaking for Maddie, which the girl I'm going with, to get into school here in Oklahoma, so she would be able to stay and I wouldn't. But I know either way, like my family would support me and they would be there. Like if I had to have some financial difficulties for a while, like they would be able to let me lean on them. So that's nice and comforting.
Right. What are your plans for the future? What type? You mentioned trauma and whatnot. Like, do you know where you want to work? What hospital?
That's what I love about nursing. Like, I can go anywhere. And I had a friend who graduated from nursing school 2 years ago, and she did this program where she worked a month in different cities. She went from like Chicago to New York, somewhere in Tennessee, Alabama. Like, she worked all over the United States, and it was for 2 years. And that is something that I think is so awesome. Or even if you don't want to work in the United States, I mean, nursing is nursing all over the world. So I could go live a year in London or go down to Guatemala. There's limitless options. And honestly, I'd like to end up back in Oklahoma. But while I'm young, why not travel and why not try different things?
Right. So what is your ultimate goal? I mean, you want to be a nurse. Do you want to advance to being a doctor? Or what is your ultimate goal?
Right now, I'm studying in nursing, but that doesn't mean that's where I'm going to end. I think maybe a PA, that would be a great place to also go from nursing. I actually am working on getting my CNA currently, so I'll start at the bottom and CNA to nursing to RN, and then doctor is definitely something I don't see in my. That's just way too much school. I love nursing because you get to call the shots and you get to take care of people, but doctor is just not something. I feel like nurses get a little more of a more personal connection, And so that's something that I enjoy is I get to actually get to know these patients and take care of them instead of a touch and go kind of basis.
Right. You mentioned, nurses being a people person. You have to interact with a lot of people. Is there anything in your life that led you up to knowing that you wanted to be interactive with people, like anything you were involved in?
I was strongly involved in FFA, which is really weird that I wanted to go down a path of like a college in human sciences and not like Kasner or agriculture. But I know, like, I love talking to people, sitting down and having a conversation. You can just learn so much about people. It doesn't matter. And one thing that like clicked with me is we sat down on a plane to go somewhere, and I was like, I don't want to sit by anybody I know. And I sat next to this random couple, and we just started talking, and the lady asked me, she said, are you by chance going into a career in the medical field? And I said, no. And she said, you just have a very, like, quickly compassionate heart. And so I was like that kind of was, I guess that was kind of my moment, I guess. Like, somebody, like, told me that they think I would be a good person in the medical field. That's kind of where it all started, I guess.
Well, it's been really great to talk to you.
You too. It's nice to catch up.